guys, you're welcome to today's children. I am Aquas, and I will not be the only one to talk about this topic today, and I have a very important and interesting topic to discuss today. But I have here with me an educationist. Sir, may we know you?
My name is Folusho Oguntola. I am a teacher and the current proprietor of Fajr Private School in Shumolu, Lagos State.
Thank you, sir. I welcome you guys to the program today, Children's Upbringing. Yes, it's a very vital and important topic to discuss with you today. But sir, can you please explain to us what children upbringing is all about in a nutshell, sir, before we dive into
Well,
it
the
more?
children upbringing, I would say, it is the way you take care of your own child. The proper education of your child, and the education starts right from the family, which is the mother. The mother is the first teacher of the child. And when you do all these things, then you start about child upbringing.
Okay, sir, thank you. According to what you said, that it has to do with the child's educational upbringing. But sir, aside the educational upbringing, in what other aspects can a parent or parents bring up their kids, sir?
When you talk about education upbringing, we are not talking about the secular education which a child receives in the school. There are other areas which a child must be able to. That's why we have three aspects in education. We have the psychomotor domain, we have the academic domain, and the last one is affective domain. All these three domains have to be affected reflect in a child's way and his behavior. And all these things, when you look at it critically from the education aspect of it, when you talk about academic aspect of it, that is related to the schools. It's being taught in the schools. The only thing is that we still study children in our schools because the behavior they portray at home, they still bring it to the school. And these are the areas in which we have to address critically. That is why in their dossiers, we have all the areas being represented which we monitor the children at school. This is very germane to their development. But the child first teacher is the mother, like I said at the beginning of the program. The child mother is the first teacher. And when the child starts growing, a child does not attend school until when he's 3. And when a child is 3, it starts at the playgroup or what we call the crèche. By the time you send a peddler to the school, a child of 1, 2, it is because of the socio-economic condition of the country that you take a child of 1 year to school. A child of 1 year is not supposed to be in school. It has to be under his mother or his parents' care. But in the country today, because of the situation in the country today, a child goes out at 1. Even some parents do take their children to school at 9. And where is the mother or the parental care? This is the area where we are talking about. And this is the area to be addressed in full-fledged. So the behavior starts right at home. But when a child gets to the school at age 3 is not the school, it's not the primary school age, but it is the nursery school age. You start with nursery 1, nursery 2, until when a child gets to nursery 3. At nursery 3, the child is now preparing to go to school, which is the primary. That is why when you look at the system of education in Nigeria, we have the 6-3-3-4 method of education. The first 6 is related to the primary school, and the child in primary school is supposed to leave primary school at worst at 11 plus. When you roll out a child at 9 to secondary school, you are not actually doing it right. But some people in Nigeria will say you are doing it right. A child rolled out at 9 or 10 will not be able to face the actual life situation which is related to his peer group. These are the things we have to watch very well. That is why some parents will say, my child cannot go to boarding house. My child cannot go to because the child cannot withstand what is expected at the boarding houses.
But sir, back to parental upbringing, sir.
Yes.
You know, in the country or in the present situation or in the present day we are in this our world.
Yes.
Okay, Parents do believe that they are too busy to take care of their children, and therefore if any child becomes so wayward, they will say they will link it to that of the teachers or the school, like the situation that happened in Chrisland or so about the 10-year-old girl. Like the mom, she's supposed to be blamed for that situation, but she's pushing it to the school, saying her child is only 10 and the child was molested, while other videos that came pop up along the line proves that the daughter is guilty of what the mother is trying to accuse the school. So sir, what do you have to say concerning that parental upbringing, sir?
Let me tell you, like I said earlier, the Bible says, train up a child the way he goes, and the child will follow the path. Definitely. You see, the Yorubas will say, wọ́n ní ọmọ ò ní bá ìpele ìyá ẹ̀ lórí ikọ̀ kó ṣe aṣọ mú. That is, a child will not see the kind of dress which the mother used to take to to market or anywhere and take a wrong one. It is because at home you will see so much of these parents even training their children wrong things. At least when you attend birthday parties or you see the kind of video these children watch at home, even with their parents, you will be you will be embarrassed that are these people actually training their children to do well. There are certain I thank God, after leaving the service, I have taught in different homes, in the cream de la cream of the society when I was at Lagos State. And I can tell you precisely that in all these homes, before the children are back from the school, I am ready at their home, sitting down, waiting for their children for the lesson. When they come around, I will allow them to dress up and change their dress or do one thing or the other, and even take their lunch before I now start to teach them in their lessons.
But sir, on that note,
yes,
as a parent or as a mother or father, you see a child is back from school. The proper thing I believe a parent should do is to go through the child's notes, or then ask them one or two questions concerning what they've been taught in class. But these days, most parents don't do that. What they do is, if the child is back from school, oh my child, you're back, go and bathe, come back, eat, go and rest, come back. They will give them phone to be pressing, misbehaving. Sir, on that aspect, sir, what do you tell parents? I know you're a father.
I want to tell you precisely that majority of the parents, especially my money misroad, because we call them money misroad because they don't really have the ethics. They don't have what we had when we were in schools. The kind of training we had, they don't have it. And they are not even exposed to it. This is why they don't know what is good and what is bad. They believe the order of the trend of the society is what is good. That is why you see majority of them, they don't actually know what is the next thing for their children. The time a child is in school is to study academically and not misbehave. And that is why we have timetables in the school, the time for break, the time for this. These are the things to be experienced in the school system. But when a child leaves school to their home, when they get home, the next thing is to get, or okay, they have home or what we call assignment. They call have home assignment or homework to be done. These things are to be done at a particular time of the day. And these are to be supervised. But majority of the parents, especially the money misroad, I call them money misroad, because they have the money, but they don't know how to spend because they are not educated on money management. If they have the opportunity, they will have allowed their children to face their teacher after resting or doing their work. They face their teacher. The teacher is the one who will now inspect the homework.
Yeah.
What do you have from school? I have done it before for from family. What do you have this? Because you know the father is at work, the mother is at work, or he has just come back from his work, or you are with the children at home. You now say, okay, what are the things you brought from? These are the assignment, these are the assignment. Now you will look through the assignment, you work along with the child so that you lift the child up to the standard. And these are the things, when you do it, the following day, the child close the book for the assignment. Then you now settle down on your own work, which you have prepared. That is, you leverage on the topic they are teaching in the school to teach the child. Are you okay? That particular child, you will see by the time you finish with the child at around 6 o'clock or 5:30, the child will be almost at rest. So the child goes in. watch the dress up, watch television, or take the shower, watch television. Before you know it, at 9, even before 9, the child must have taken the dinner. After the dinner, the child will be feeling dizzy. Go and rest and sleep. But in a situation where a child comes back home, you give that child either playing on the computer or playing on the Android, playing games. Which type of game are they playing? Is either they are playing Ludo, they are playing all this shooting guns and all these things. Are your children soldiers? Are they pilots? They are motor or something. These are the things they do. Instead for you, they have games. If you go to site, we have children's site which they can log onto and start practicing this or that, which will increase their knowledge and they know what to do. But parents, they don't even supervise what they are doing at home.
But sir, on that aspect, most parents believe being free with their kids is a way of making them not to hide anything from them. So that's why they are free to the extent of even giving them phone to operate and whereby the children will even enter into the internet, will be browsing adults things and be watching. Some parents sees it as a normal thing that a child is being exposed and the child is being free.
Let me tell you, we are in one word. The word is on our palm nowadays. It is left for the parent to guide. We have the kids site in all this internet. We have the kids site, we have the adult site. We have no-go area for the children. You don't expect the child to go on pornography.
Some children do these days.
They do it. But what is, even when a father has his phone, a father or mother has his phone, and they have this pornographic video in their phones, they don't have to have it in their phone unless they don't even give their phone to their children. But in as much as they give their phone to their children, they are not supposed to have it. That means they are exposing them, because they will go into the gallery and see it there, and they will press, and when they see it, they believe that's the order of life, which is not the order of life. Then the children start going wayward.
But sir, before we go as into the next step,
Okay.
I want to still come back to this parenting something. I want to ask a question. But sir, at what age can a mother or father, let's say, give their kids a separate room to be sleeping? As in, at what age will they stop their children from sleeping with them in the bedroom?
Well, I want to say categorically that when you look at the situation of a child, before you separate a girl from the mother, that girl must be at 10 or more than 10. Are you getting me right? And the boy should be separated at 12. Let me talk mathematically. Mathematically or intelligent wise, a girl's intelligence develop faster at the kids when they are between age 3 and 7, while a boy's own explode when the child is 10. So that is why you give them that opportunity. So you take care of the girl when the child is about entering into her. That is when a child will enter the puberty age. Majority of them enter puberty age at 10.
But sir, still on this note, I've seen a scenario where some fathers will prefer their daughters to sleep in same room with them, all in the name of "my daughter loves me." So what do you have to say about that?
My daughter loves me. It depends on the discipline of the father. If the father is so disciplined, a father is not supposed to put on a boxer in the bedroom with the daughter, because there is no way that bell will not be jingling here and there. It may not be coming up, but the bell will be jingling, and that child will start seeing the posture of a man, apart from the one being seen on the papers,
Yeah.
on the books. But by the time a good father, are you okay? You must be a bit separated from your daughter. You must be a bit separated. When you are seeing your daughter, you must be in your uniform.
Yeah.
Let me tell you an experience. When I was very young, I did not know the kitchen until when I was in primary 3. Because I was a bit a stubborn boy. I used to jump up and down. I don't know where they cook my food. Until the day I was coming, I was playing the rough play, and I ran towards the backyard, and I saw my mother putting up this wrapper And I waited like this. Because my mother is so conscious of it, my mother just called me, go and bring this, go and bring. And that was how I started my cooking life. I can tell you, I cook anything that is cookable and that is edible because of my mother. Are you getting me? But that is somebody who has the knowledge that this boy did. I've never seen. What about a child that sees the nakedness of his father or his mother?
Yeah.
And that is why you see some of the parents, they say this one raped a child is.
But some parents call that love too.
There's,
that it doesn't mean anything for a dad
there's-
to go naked in presence
you
of his daughter.
cannot, a boy, a man or a male does not go naked in the presence of a female girl, especially the underage. It is very well known. And even you don't say you want to clean the bum bum or the buttocks of your child. You don't clean for a girl that is 3 upward. What you do, if you are a father, a caring father, you can only pour water, clean like this, do it like this, do it like you train the child to be able to do it by herself, not you doing it for that child. Because that child, if she's a sensitive one, the child may be reacting to your finger or your hands. These are the things you don't do as a father. These are the things you left with the mother. And these are the major things a mother must be able to do or train a child to that level that the child should be able to take care of herself, even himself. These are the things we ought to know. Sleeping in the same room with your daughter, maybe because you have only one room, let us say because of the masses, the who have just one room. There are certain things you don't do when you have one room.
Yeah.
You don't meet your wife as at when your children are there. I have experienced it. A boy came to a boy was happened to be in my school some years ago. The boy came back. He said we was sent home, and when he got home, he came back and told her, I said my father and my mommy are fighting. Are they actually fighting? You understand? I have to say, are they fighting? I will talk to them. Then I have to cut it. I don't allow the boy to know that, especially because they have left for the school.
Yeah.
The parents now engage themselves on mommy daddy affairs. And the boy came back from school because he was sent home for school fees. And this boy said, my father, they said that I should go, but they are fighting. My mother, are they actually fighting? So these are the things you don't do it in the presence of the children. And when you do wrong things or when you do right things at a wrong time, it's going to reflect. So you as a parent, as a caregiver, because I see all parents are caregivers, because they are giving unto us that we should take care of them, not doing whatever. So you know what you can do in their presence so that you don't train them to do wrong things. And at a particular age, when it gets to puberty age, are you okay? There are certain education which you have to put into that. That's why I don't see reason why you should send your child to secondary school when this child is still underage.
So what are now the age ranges? Someone can send his or her child to secondary school or primary.
It is actually stipulated in the Nigerian Constitution.
Okay.
A child does not go to school until age 3. By age 3, a child will be in the crèche or in the nursery section. And at age 6 or 5 plus, the child now goes into the primary. At least if you happen to have somebody who is in abroad, they don't take a child into primary education, into basic education, until when that child is 6. So a child of 6 will now go. By the time the child is 12, the child will move out of primary school and go straight to secondary school.
Okay.
A child of 12 in secondary school should be able to know the right from the left,
yeah.
And the child will be able to know what is right and what is wrong. But our parents, they don't do that. They want their children to graduate at 9. You say they feel pride. My child graduated at university at 17, at 18, at 19. Can you leave this child to go to Kano and serve? Does this child attend a public university? Is another thing. If a child attends public university, that child will fail out because they cannot withstand the stress of the lecturer. The lecturer will say, go and do this one. They cannot, because they are not knowledgeable enough to. They only, but they attend private schools. Actually, in the public schools, what we call all those graduates, we call them glorified HSCs. That's what we call them. All those who attend private schools, we call them glorified HSCs. We have some of our friends who work in the private universities. We know what they experience.
Okay, sir. Still back to our main topic for today, the child's
Upbringing.
upbringing.
Yes.
And I want to take you back to the parental upbringing, sir. A child, okay, let's say, is the upbringing of a child depending only to the parents? Can anybody around the society, in their neighborhood, also contribute in the upbringing of a child?
When we were very young, Yorùbá would say, "Èèyàn kan ló ń bímọ, ìgbà ojú ló ń bá wọn wò." But now, that is what we are saying, that it's only 1% that that has a child, that is father or mother of a child, while all other in the surroundings we educate that child to a standard. But in what you see in the present situation is that it is konko jabele. Mind your business.
Which is bad.
Mind your business. You will see, in those days we were living in face me, I face you. We are living with our uncles, with our brothers, and we were having that unity. We were going together. But nowadays, you will see everybody being separated. We have imbibed the culture of the English people, and it doesn't match our own culture. Imbibing that culture has scattered everything. That is why a father cannot relate with even with his own child, except you call yourself on telephone. The mother will hug them, and the funniest thing is that the mother knows how they take care of their children, how they relate with their children. Why the father will tell them their father is good, their father is this. So all those things are the things that are making things difficult for us. We are too separated in the country now, and that parental upbringing, that people helping you around, they now left everything to the teacher. Is the teacher himself disciplined?
Okay, why I asked you that question is because I had an encounter with someone last week. I saw a child misbehaving outside the house, and I was like, stop that, don't do it again. The parents came out, and I was like, that child, don't touch her again, oh, is my child. I don't want you to come and put injury on my child. Don't beat my child. Don't even flog her in your life. Don't try it. And I was like, if a child is doing bad, I have the right to correct that child, even if I'm not his relative or anything. So that's why I said I should throw the question to you, sir.
Let me tell you, a teacher is a teacher until when he's sleeping. When a teacher cannot be going and see something that is bad, and the teacher will just forget about it. Teacher don't do that. The teacher will correct that child. Even if you now say, hey, I don't want to take care of man, is that your business? It's my business. It is my business as a teacher to make sure every Nigerian children or world children behaves well.
Yes.
It is my duty. That is why when on social parameter, I don't normally make comments until when it is necessary. But when it is necessary, when I make up my comments, it always generates controversies. Okay. Because at least with my experience as a teacher and my lifestyle, which I've been living for a very long time, I think I am in better condition up to this age to say the truth. When I see a child misbehaving, I will correct that child. And if the parent, I will just tell you, sorry, but what your child is doing is bad. So
okay, sir. Now bringing it to the aspect of teachers, sir. What are the areas in which a teacher can correct a child, can let's say interfere in the child's activity? What are the limits?
There is no limit to teacher's correction. When you look at the definition of education, education is to bring about permanent change in the child's behavior. That's the definition of education. Education is a process of bringing about a permanent change in the child's behavior. So behavior, it may be academic side, it may be psychomotor side, it may be affective side. The affective side is the area we are treating today. The affective side of it is the discipline. It starts at home. You don't throw everything to the teacher. The child will only stay in the school from 8 or 7:30 to 2 or 3 o'clock. After 3, where is the child? The child is with the parent. So if the parent now drop their responsibility to the lesson teacher or to the, what do you call them, house help, that's the parent's problem. And that problem is still going to revolve back to the community. Because an indisciplined child will disturb the community. In fact, majority of the parents we have these days, I don't know, because of our education system in Nigeria, majority of the parents we have these days, majority of them are not even disciplined. They are not disciplined. We are the one who employ the teachers. We employ teachers. Some graduates are unemployable. I can do that. By the time you look at their CV, they have good CV copied from the internet. Good. They will bring it. You look at it. When you start asking them questions on that CV, you will see. You will even ask some people that are looking for teaching job that what was the topic your thesis in your final year. They can I can't remember. Can you see that? These are the teachers you want to employ. That is why we have dearth of teachers in Nigeria. We don't have teachers. I mean, majority of people we employ now are cheaters. Even in the public schools, some of them they employ, because of political situation, they employ teachers anyhow. But this time around, they sieve them, but they employ. We have good qualified teachers, certificated teachers in public schools and some private schools. But can they defend what they are carrying? Can they perform as teachers in our schools? These are the things which we continue to look around and still watch. And we want you public. We want the radio station and television station to make sure they help us in propagating all these things. Look at BB Nigeria, whatever, Big Brother Nigeria, all these Pepsi, Cola, all these companies, they promote them. Why are they not promoting educational programs like Today's Children? Today's Children is a very program which all these companies can even promote. When they promote this type of program, they will definitely it will send notices to parents that these are the things we expect you to do. These are the times you are supposed to be with your children. On Saturdays, when they are to be with their children, they go out to functions. And they do it well. Thank you very much. These are the areas I want to tell you.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you also to our viewers and listeners. Today is, let's say for me, it's a very, very important day because I really wanted to deliberate mainly on this topic, on children's upbringing. This topic, I know it's not only meant for us here, it's meant for everyone outside. So if you want to continue watching this interesting program, you don't forget to subscribe to Cream Radio and TV, and also like and comment. You have to drop your comments there so that at our next program we will be able to deliberate on the comments you've given. I still remain Akbos. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. I'm very grateful.